What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Cool Upthescore podcast, man. Coming to you live with another banger here today, bro. I got my boy with me, Tap. I got JB with me. We got another one for y'all, so y'all tighten up your seat belt, lock in with us as we give y'all these gems. Y'all good to go?
Let's get
Let's
it.
get
Let's get
it.
it.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. So today on the episode, this one is called Dream Smiles, baby. Dream Smiles. Like J. Cole said, quicker smiles is dream smiles, man. Tighten up, open your eardrums, close your mouth. Listen to us cook up something for y'all, baby. Mama, I made it. Aren't those the words we all let us say one day? Lifting those arms up in triumph and smiling with the biggest smile and filled with complete joy. But what about when life don't turn out how you expected it and you aren't able to take care of your family how you wanted to? Then what? Don't answer that. Let's turn that frown into a smile and walk with us down this green mile. Let's go in and jump right into it, baby. Let's go and jump right into it. As we face these obstacles and these challenges growing up, wanting to be that successful, wanting to be that successor, breaking those general curses, giving our family what we envision they should have. What battles do we face physically, mentally, and emotionally when we can't receive those long awaited dream smiles? Tap. Let's start the morning off with you, baby. Talk to me.
Dream smiles, man. Dream smiles. But nah, I think I try to find a way to kind of break this down in a layman's terms. But I think it's a forever burden, bro. It's a forever burden. You feel like you can't get off your back. You don't work your whole life or whatever it is, and it's like as a kid, you grew up with those those mindsets or those dreams. Okay, well, I want to go to the NBA. I want to go to the NFL. Or I want to be this. I want to be that. But the ultimate goal really is to change your situation. Change how your parents living, however you live. Your grandparents. Whatever it is. You grow up with those ambitions. You like, okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And it's like when you get to live in life, you actually like, damn, boy, I didn't accomplish what I want to do. My mama still living bill to bill. My grandma still dealing with Section 8. You know what I'm saying? It kind of weighs like, damn, I did not accomplish the goal I set out for. As a man, as you get older and older, I think it never weighs, never goes away. It stays firm on you. It's like a constant sick emotion. Physically, mentally, it makes you overdrive yourself in the car as far as working. Mentally, it makes you overthink, make you go into a phase where, man, I gotta make it, I gotta make it, I gotta make it. And it's like you're constantly fighting that battle of, I gotta see my mom and them smile at the end of the day, for something I did for them. You know what I'm saying? Or some way I can pay them back for the long nights, the struggling nights, whatever it is. You want to make sure they no longer won't have to see those sides of life anymore. And when you don't be able to accomplish those things, you fall short of them. I think it's a forever burden on you. You feel like it's like a failure, a sense of failure to you. For the rest of your life, it's like a sense of failure.
100%. Great answer. Great answer. We gonna dig into that answer right after we get these gems from JB. JB, talk to me, baby.
I feel what Top coming from, but I feel like physically, mentally, like all that is gonna like cause some type of depression because like Top said, you still seeing your mom living bill to bill and like you wanna see her do better. You wanna make a better life for your parents, your people that supported you, and then like on top of that, you'll lose like some type of like self confidence. Like okay, since I didn't make it on my dreams, how can I make it on anything else?
Mm.
So like you'll start doubting yourself in a sense, and like you won't be so like motivated to like do anything else because I know like once I like you know I told my peoples like yeah I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that, and once I didn't make it, like I felt some type of like I ain't wanting to be motivated to do nothing else in life because that was my main goal was to get my parents out of what they was dealing with in life, make my peoples happy, and like just to go back on my word of I'm gonna be an NFL player. But since that didn't I kind of like lost motivation to do anything else.
Okay, definitely. I can definitely see how that would play a part, in our life choices and going forward with us trying to pick up the pieces and put it back together, in a different career path, just to get ourselves back on our feet. And that you said, about depression, because I wanted to ask Tap about that with the statement that he gave. Do you feel like, I mean, and this question for you, Tap, do you feel like when you don't accomplish those goals, when you're not able to see those dream smiles, when you feel like you're a failure, when you feel like it's a never leaving feeling that's going to ever leave you, something that's going to trade you for the rest of your life, do you feel like you have to find some way somehow to break that so you don't lose yourself trying to please somebody else? Or do you feel like it's just going to continue being there with you, on your mind, on your shoulders? That burden is going to be over with you because you didn't accomplish the goals that you thought was the way for you to go in life.
Um, well, my perspective on that, I believe, you will forever feel like, or question yourself on, okay, what have I done wrong, or what direction did I go in that made me point where I wasn't able to accomplish my goals. So for me, I had years of my life where I felt like, damn, I'm not going to be successful at football. So how else can I, be successful? You go to wrecking your brain, like, okay, you're trying to figure out a way, or figure out a way, and you're gonna forever still have this. Okay, well, I had this dream, and that's all I know. Like Booby Miles on Friday Night Lights. That's all you know, bro. That's all. Most kids in our generation, or where we're from, they have one set of goals, and that's all they know. So even trying to get into this next life, you still stuck on the life you could have had, the life you should have had, if something wouldn't have stepped in the way, or something wouldn't have stopped you, or whatever it is, opportunity would have presented itself. You're forever chasing that, and I think it definitely causes a sense of depression. And if you're not a strong individual, be like, okay, well, I can't sit in this and sink in this. You would definitely go in the opposite direction. You would downtrend, like we spoke in the last episode. You would definitely downtrend because having to. Well, I think we set these big time goals for ourselves, growing up, and they're not super big time, but we set these big time goals for ourselves to take care of our people, which is not supposed to be that way, but we set these goals, and you will forever continue chasing this high. It's like a high. I got, bro. And it's like the more you see your mom or whatever, and she's calling you for this, she's asking you for this, and you be like, oh, I can't give it to you, or I ain't got it. It's gonna be a consistent lifelong battle of a sense of depression and overdrive, depression, overdrive, depression, and overdrive. Like I say, and like you spoke on, it's one of them things that you will drive yourself insane. You will drive yourself crazy trying to please or satisfy, your dreams for others versus, yourself. But, we set these passionate goals for ourselves because we feel like, like Tupac, man, there's no way I can show you. I mean, I can pay you back. I can show you that I understand. It's like our showing of understanding is like, I want to get you out of this, mama. I want to get you out of this, dad or grandma. I want to get you out of this. I want you to have this big old house. I want you to wake up every morning and eat, whatever you want to eat, decide whatever you want to do. So I think it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, unless you find something else that you super passionate about. But the depression or whatever it is, the cycle of depression and overdrive will never stop, man.
Okay.
So like I got a question. So do you feel like that's only for like us men, or do you feel like women have that tendency, or like have that same drive too, or is it like just because like we men we gotta feel like we gotta be that support system, the biggest support system, or do
I,
you just feel like
me personally, I feel that women have that same thought process as well, but we carry it different because we want to be the leaders of our household and our family.
yeah, yeah,
So it's like we carry it to where it's like we have a thing to where we might not show it, but
mm-hmm,
it's affecting us mentally, and that causes for us to drown and things do and fall into a depression because we want so much for not only for us but for our family, the ones who loved us, who raised us, who care for us, and the family that we created. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
mostly it's for men. It's I want to be that pillar. The one who break that generational of struggling and let my family know that comes from me and the family that I come from that hey, we can make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen for us.
Yeah, especially like especially when you like that that man in the family. You know, we
Hmm.
all grew up like playing sports and stuff, and like we all was great in our respective sports, and it's like looked at us like y'all like you gonna make it, like you
Hmm.
gonna make it, and
Hmm.
like once you don't make it, it's like dang, I just let everybody that said I'm gonna make it down, and
Hmm.
that's what caused somewhat of the depression too, because it's like now what?
Hmm.
Now my family seen I didn't make it in this, so do they think I'm gonna make it in my next endeavors?
Hmm. So I
So
mean, Ty, what you say about that one, Ty?
No. JB just said some valid information. Like what I'm saying. When you have the whole family standing behind you in this specific dream that you have. Everybody standing behind you. It goes beyond your family though. I mean, when you have them in your corner, you feel like you have a sense of letdown, bro. Like you've let everybody down. And like I say, it's certain things that I try to instill to these kids that I train now. It's like it's bigger than you, man. So but that message, message in all creates that mindset where it is bigger than me, and I do have to take care of my family. So we are instilled, and we live like it's bigger than me. I gotta go out here when I'm tired because it's bigger than me. And now it's like, okay, well, I'm here because my mom been sleeping in a one bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And it's 4 kids. I'm here because my grandma still waiting on her WIC check, or whatever it is, or her EBT card that just got shut down, and now we can't eat this month. I'm here because we have no cars, and now we got to drive a bus to school every morning. If we miss that bus, we got to walk to school. However it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like now you understand you're in this situation. You're here. Like, this gave me chills. I ain't gonna lie, this gave me chills. You're in these situations. You feel it, and it's like when everybody's counting on you. Oh, we ain't catching the bus no more. My boy got 4 more years. You feel me? Like, we ain't catching the bus no
hmm
more. Hey, he's the golden child.
yeah,
You feel that in your body, like, man, hey, boy, I'm him. Hey, I'm gonna save my family. So when you done, it not only weighs on your family, it weighs more on you because you were the golden ticket to kind of set your family in a different direction you thought.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I got one last question on that, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. We all firm believers in God, right?
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Okay. Do y'all feel like God let y'all go that far just for it to fall apart in front of your face to show you that your plan is bigger than His?
Mm. Hey, me honestly, and like I say, like how you brought in, you will be believers of God. But and I think that questions your faith. You feel what I'm saying? It questions
Hmm.
your faith because you have to really get into that and have that strong faith and that strong belief that that this isn't the end. This
Hmm.
isn't my
hmm
process, or
Hmm.
something else comes from this. And
Hmm.
but in that moment, you're not thinking that way. But
Mm-mm.
that goes to test your faith.
100%.
And
And
when you
that's
test your
exactly
faith,
that's
and you
exactly
feel,
why I asked the
and
question.
that's why once I was done and I figured out, okay, well, this ain't it. I'm finna figure out a way then. God done
Hmm.
gave me the tools, he done gave me the mind, he done gave me everything else I got out here. I'm not for to sit around and make my dreams a total failure. I
Hmm.
still have these dream smiles. And
Hmm.
they gotta get accomplished some type of way.
For
So I'm
way.
gonna go out and use what I have because I trust in the faith of God, that he's gonna put me in the direction that, gonna deliver me. So I mean, and you just hit a key point. I love that for you, boy. I love that, boy.
So
Yeah, facts.
let's
Cause
run.
God ain't never gonna leave you to just. God ain't never gonna bring you somewhere just to leave you.
Let's believe you.
It's always a teaching point in life. So like Top said, like you just gotta keep faith in whatever you do. All right, you got all these abilities. You learned all these abilities. Now let's put it somewhere else.
100%. Always remember, God didn't bring you this far just to come this far.
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
Always keep that with you. Always keep that with you. Always keep that with you.
for sure.
As we spoke about, the different, perspectives and the different ways that we see things, when it comes to not accomplishing what we thought out of life. What is your ideal perspective on success in regards of your dream smile? JB, talk to me.
Well, I'm a always make sure my family happy. Make sure the ones that supported me straight, and be able to be happy to be able to do whatever I want to do in life without having to worry about anything. That's my biggest that's my biggest goal in life. Like I just want to give my people's the world because they put all this into me. They spent all this money in me, and just because that my dream ain't play out the way I wanted to play out. I just want to make sure that they straight. I just gotta make it somewhere in life. So whatever that may be, I just want to make sure I give back to them first and put a smile on their face.
Now, that's real. So when it comes to me, I think mine would be um, position. Put them in the right positions, man. Being able to put them in positions when it comes to my child, my grandchildren, my cousins, my aunties, my nieces, my nephews. Just having the resources, having the lifestyle to be able to put them in better positions to be able to invest in them. You know what I'm saying? And not look back like, okay, you got a dream, okay, let's go chase it together. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Being able to be that pivotal point of the family where I can help navigate, or not even navigate, kind of help you get to where you want to go. And that's how we build that oh Lord, the word. Nah, it's
Yep.
the
JV moment.
There you go. There you go.
no, but nah, it's the generational wealth.
Okay.
See, I had a quick brain fart, but nah, it's a generational wealth, man. It's like that's how you bring that. You don't just give money. I don't want to just be here just giving you everything. But like for my parents, I definitely want to make sure they're set. But just for my family, bro, that's my total thing to give those opportunities, man. Those positions, put them in the right position, help them, get them financial literacy, get them in the right position where they can understand how to keep this thing going, and we all grow as a family. That's me, man.
Okay. Okay. Definitely. 100%. I think me personally, I think a big part of my dream smiles is honestly it's unfolding right in front of my eyes. Honestly, man. Growing up for me, man, I always wanted, and I'm sure a lot of us can attest to this. I always, that two-parent household. I always wanted my dad to be around when I did anything. You know what I'm saying? And I
Hmm.
didn't really have that growing up. I didn't have that at all. And for me to see, you know, I can break that generational curse, of being an absent father. I can be there for my kids. I can, pick them to school. I can take them to ballet. I can take them to track practice. I can do things that wasn't done in my life that I can pass it down to my offspring. So it's like I can't really, I can't really say, I want, the family that I come from. Oh man, because it's a given, man. I want to make it for y'all. I want to do this. I want to do that. But I realized early on that like you either blessed with it or you not. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And we are, if you're blessed with it, you got to work 10 times as hard. And I didn't really have that discipline to continue at it day in and day out. I was like, you know what? I started early. High school. Like, hey, bro, I really ain't got it. I'm gonna go ahead and just fall back from it. I'm gonna figure out another way in life to figure this life thing out, bro. So it's like that's my ideal perspective of success in regards of my dream smile. Because, like I said earlier, when I leave this earth, as I get older, I want the people that come under me, like my offspring and my grandkids, I want them to say like, my grandfather, my dad, this is what he instilled in us. This is what he showed us how to carry ourselves, how to function through life, to get us to that next level. And that's big for me, man. I'm getting kind of emotional, talking about that. But
Nah,
that's big for me.
I'm happy you say that because and we spoke about this briefly a couple weeks ago. I think sometimes we get caught up in the financial aspect of Dream Smiles, and how you just mentioned, like, some things for your father, like same thing for me. My father was in my life, but he wasn't more so the mover. He wasn't the one who I followed and was influenced by. But it's one of those things, like with me, with my kids, I try to make sure I'm doing everything that he didn't do, or just everything I possibly could to be known as a great father, have those morals. So it's like we get caught up in the financial aspect of being a dream smiles, but living in family wise, I definitely set out those goals to be able to be that role model to my own. You know what I'm saying? To be that example for my own. You know what I'm saying? So when they look at me, they look at a great father. They look at me, and Father's Day is bigger than just a Father's Day. It's like, okay, my father's always here.
That's a fact.
My father's all
100%.
he showed me how to be a father to my next, you know what I'm saying? And now when I have a kid, I want to be just like him.
That's a fact.
And so it's like them seeing that, okay, he's a great father, but he's also a great entrepreneur. He's out here, doing his thing, but he doesn't make an excuse for not being able to be here for us. That's one of those things for my dream smile. So as much as I work hard for my family, I work just as hard for my kids to show them that
100%.
there
1000%.
are ways to be able to do it. I hate when a person gives excuses, or I can't be it for my kid. I'm grinding. No, bro, I can't sleep at night knowing my kids ain't good. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just
Yeah.
Facts.
I set those goals for myself as well. So I love that,
Facts.
Yeah,
man.
see, yeah, it's two different type of fathers, is the ones that haven't been there and don't know how to be a father, and then like y'all are fathers and stuff, and it's like y'all been through stuff that y'all don't want y'all children to go through. So when y'all
Facts.
children become a father, they'd be like, this is how my dad did it, and
Yeah.
and that and that'll make y'all more proud hearing that, like, this is how my dad did it, like my dad did this, my dad did that, instead of saying what y'all saying because y'all fathers wasn't in y'all lives. So
Yeah.
just hearing that, and then like y'all grandchildren talking about your children and like how y'all was raised, like how they was brought up, it'll bring a lot of joy to y'all lives. I ain't no father yet, so I can't I can't speak on that, but I kind of get a gist of how I wanna be a father, because like y'all say, y'all dad wasn't in y'all life. My dad wasn't, like, he was there, like you said, cool, like he was there, but he wasn't there. But I really wanted him to be more, in my life, like going to my games, supporting me and whatever I do. Like, I ain't gonna cap. I probably ain't talked to my dad in probably a year.
Mm,
And
mm.
like, do I have regrets on it? Yeah, but it is what it is. Like, you the one that, like, the way I think about it, the way I see it is, you the one that had me. So if I have a child, I'm gonna make sure that I call him, I check up on him, not the other way around. Like, I gotta call my parents or I gotta call my dad. Like, no, like, I'm your kid. You come check up on me. That's
Okay.
that's 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 how I feel that parenting should go, for real, for real.
Okay. Okay. I got a little something I'm gonna throw on top of that, and then we're gonna move it forward.
Pause.
I had that same mind. Pause.
He try to get in a slit. You heard him?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
pause,
You
pause.
feel me?
that boy slid that one in there. That's why he slid that one in there, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
pause.
did what? I got
Pause.
what? Yeah. What?
Hey, y'all, chill
But
out.
JB, to your point, I had that same mindset, bro. Promise you, I had that same mindset. Like, you supposed to check up on me. I ain't supposed to check up on you. You my father.
Mhm.
But it made me like almost be resentful towards him. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and it wasn't until after I broke that barrier of like, we haven't been doing this for, as long as we should have. We haven't been father and son for, I'm 30. We haven't been father and son for a consistent 30 years. So let's be friends. Let's be man to man now. I'm a man now. You a man. We're gonna treat each other man to man now. So
Yeah.
let's bridge the gap on man to man while we also bridging the gap on father and son. Because
Yeah.
you have to relearn me. I gotta relearn you. I don't know you. You don't know me. You know that I'm your son, but you don't know nothing of me. I know you're my dad, but I know nothing of you. I just know
Yeah.
you're my dad. I know what you look like. I know if I see you out in public, that's my dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you can take the time to give him a chance to relearn your father, so let him relearn you. So when it's time for you to come to become a father, you won't have that anger and that resentment in your heart and in your spirit, that you can possibly, you know, give off to your child, because they feel it. Kids feel energies, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Most def. Most
You
def.
know what I'm saying? So and
Hey,
then if you walk around with that bad energy, when that person come around, that's when the kid be reluctant. The kid be like, I don't really want to. It ain't
Mhm.
because of how the person look, but it's the energy that's given off in the room.
Yeah.
cool. So I'm gonna kind of just lab on off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my dad was in my life, but he wasn't. Like I said, the person I was mainly influenced by. But one thing I would definitely say is he taught me some things. He taught me a lot. He basically helped save who I was as a father.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So and I had to look at it like that. Like, okay, well, dang. So now that I'm looking like this, I try to be everything but that. I also look at it like, okay, so maybe how was he raised?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
100%.
where did he come from? How was
Mm-hmm.
he treated as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, we want our kids to be able to follow what we gave them. So I understand that he only followed what he was given.
Mm-hmm.
So he was only able to give what he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you say, oh, I didn't choose to be your, you had me. Yes, at the end of the day, but people are people. I had to
Mm-hmm.
realize and sit down with myself and understand people go through life as well. And just because I had a kid doesn't mean I automatically just jump into great fatherhood.
Mm-hmm.
If all I know is buying my kids gifts to make them smile, I don't know about the compassion, know about the love, know about the late nights. You know what I'm saying? I know about I'm gonna get him a toy and he's gonna be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I grew up doing. So if my dad did it for me, I'm gonna continue to do that same tradition throughout the lines. That's why we as men have to learn. Okay, well, let's see it from all sides of the spectrum. Let's understand. Okay, well, I want to give more than just a smile. I want to actually be able to be in your life and have those set goals. So like I say, my dad actually impacted me more than I ever would think because he showed me what not to do. He also showed me how to look at life to a perspective to see how hurt is he really.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in that area, they didn't get the therapies. They didn't get those. You know what I'm saying? They went through a lot. We got to realize generations was crazy back then.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So parents with neglect, the crack era, all this crazy stuff was going on where it was handed down. So it's like we are I won't say we're the smarter generation, but we are getting smarter as parents to actually observe and understand what's going on and how to change the future going on. So that's my little piece.
100%.
I'm gonna give you a little something as fatherhood. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Those were gem dropping delights right there, man. Gem dropping delight. Now it's time for cool talk. Cool fun fact. Did you know that about 80% of your adult brain is developed by the time you're 3 years old?
Dang.
That,
How that,
That's
how that
that,
work,
crazy.
boy?
yeah, that is why it is very important that you throw everything at your kid between the ages of newborn to 3, because
Right.
that's those are the ages that they retain the most information.
But they do
Mm.
say kids are sponges, so I can see that.
Nah, they are though.
Very much
What?
sponges, man. Very much sponges. So let's roll into it, baby. Do we wish for anything or anyone to give us those dream smiles we can't get back? JB, what you think?
Well, for me personally, I just like um my parents would have went a little bit harder with my dreams, would have supported me a little bit harder because it's like you seeing your friends' parents and you taking them to Nike camps, going there, going here just to get them out, and then you're like, dang, like why not my parents doing the same to me? So I just feel like if my parents would have just pushed my dreams a little harder, stood by my dreams a little harder instead of always saying you need a plan B, plan C. Nah, this what I want to do. If this what I want to do, let's be all in. And if that fails, then we can look at plan B, plan C, or what have you may consider. But I just wanted my peoples to always be be will not be well support my dreams because like my best friend, I grew up with him since the sixth grade and up. So I seen what his parents was doing, and I'm looking at my parents like, dang, like you can't do what his parents doing. Like I know if parents would have had I wouldn't say enough money, but if I was in if I was his parents' child, I would be supported just like how he was. But yeah, man, I just wanted my people to support me more in my dreams. That's it. Only probably had about one supporting me going full out on my dreams or doing whatever I said I wanted to do. They go full out on it, but my parents, nah, not having it. They always
Hey,
wanted to plan B, plan C.
what I would say is, and just I'm just laughing off what you saying. It's easier said than done, dog. And I
Yeah,
had to learn. as a parent. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have those goals of wanting to be there and wanting to do certain things for kids. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, is we're living in it right now. We're living in adulthood right now. We
Yeah,
understand some things you just can't do. And as
Mm-hmm.
much as
yeah,
you want to support your kid, you know what I'm saying? Some people gotta work. Some people just can't make it because they feel like, man, and it's horrible mindset to have, but they feel like, okay, well, I ain't where I should be. You know what I'm saying? I can't, be as supportive to him because I'm in a hole myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm not giving them no excuses at all. I'm just saying, just look at it from the perspective, like, man, it's easier said because anybody can say I'm gonna be a great father, but when they become a father, they just the same exact way. Always
mm-hmm,
in their phones, pushing their kids' dream to the side because they focusing on themselves. It's like you don't realize when your kids are born, their dreams start now. So every day is something working towards their dreams or whatever they want going on. So you get caught up in, oh, I gotta go out here and still grind. Oh, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be a college coach in the NCAA, and my son gonna be at home. He never gonna see me, but I had goals to be this great father for my kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's easier said than done all the time. But when it comes to me, I feel like a person I would always want to give that dream smile to. I would see my grandma, man. One of my grandmas, I would wish for her back. And I see, you can't bring anybody back. God's plan is God's plan. But for me, I think one of my grandmas, man, her name Pat. I believe she basically was one of the biggest and most monumental people in my life. It's because she was one of the ones that when my mom ain't have it, whatever it is, always that supportive. When I was in JUCO, I got kicked out of school, and everybody was all against me. Everybody was calling me names. Everybody was saying I'm gonna be this and that. She the one that picked me up at the airport and was like, "I got you." Not the airport, the bus station. She was like, "I got you." I had got pickpocketed on the road home, and I had no money. And she picked me up in Atlanta and was like, "Baby, I got you." And she actually asked me my side of the story. She asked me how I felt and what was my side of the story when I was in racist Iowa and I was getting, I got racially profiled and my parents, in that moment, didn't believe me, you know what I'm saying? And my grandma was the one who was like, hey, what happened? And how do you feel? You know what I'm saying? And actually took that time, to feel me. And, so that's one person I would definitely want to see. I want her to see me to this day, but just see, and give that, that dream smile to her when to see her smile like, hey, I'm proud of you. And I believe she probably is, you know what I'm saying? But that's something I would want to see. If I can get a dream right now, and get a smile, that's a dream that I would definitely, love to see though.
yeah.
Mm.
Like how you said your grandma Pat. I have to say, you know how my auntie is.
Yeah.
She'll get a word to me if she can. So like, if anybody I'll give my dream smile to, it'll have to be my auntie. Just like you said, your grandma came and got you from Atlanta. Like my mom and my cousin was trying to make me go to Morehouse, but I ain't want to go to Morehouse. I wanted to go to California to play JUCO football. So my auntie was like, if that's what you want to do, let's do it. She bought my plane ticket. She flew out there with me. She dropped me off and all. She made sure I was straight. And it was like, okay. And that really opened my eyes. Like this lady right here got my best interest in whatever I wanted to do. If I wanted to be the number one garbage man, she would have dropped me off at the garbage man. Garbage man, garbage man job. Make sure I was straight. You feel me? But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, though, like that lady right there, she'll do anything for me. And like tap you know can say this also. Like she moved mountains for me, man. Like the job I got now, she put me in position to get anything. I'd be like my auntie, my auntie, my auntie. It's never my mom or my dad. It's my auntie, my auntie. And they be like, and like how my other LBs be like, your auntie must really love you. Like, yeah, because her husband say the same thing. Like, her husband be like, boy, your auntie love the crap out of you, man. I be like, hey, man. If she don't have no children, so me and my sister is like her children, so that's how she treat us for real, for real. And my mom, she be so mad, man. She be so mad when my auntie be doing things. She be like, you want to be there, mom, so bad. Like, nah, just stepping up to the plate.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Hey,
real.
hey, great points from both of you, man. But me personally, like Tap say, um, I don't blame my mom, for not being there throughout my, my upbringing. I'm not talking about upbringing, but I'm gonna say my extracurricular activities, because she was single parent doing it on her own. So, I didn't realize it at the time, but as I grew older, okay, well, if you don't make it happen, nobody gonna make it happen. So you got to go to work. You got to do what you got to do, so I can maintain a roof over my head, or a roof over your kids' head. So we can continue to be able to live comfortably, have clothes on our food and our stomachs. And at the time, growing up, I was questioning like, dang, why she couldn't be there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But as I got older, and like I said, like I realized you wasn't not there because you didn't want to be.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
wasn't there.
no.
Yeah, you wasn't there because you couldn't be because you was working.
Yeah.
And I don't fault her. She did everything. She did everything that she possibly could when it came to me and my extracurricular activities to make sure that I had everything as far as gear for whichever sport I wanted to do. Make sure I had the transportation there and back. She did it all. But like Tap said as well, if it was one smile that I can get back, it would definitely be my grandmother, man. May the
Right.
Lord rest her soul. So that was the one that supported me through whatever, bro. Like whatever it was, that was my best friend. Like I could pick up the phone and talk to my grandma about girls, about anything it was, bro. My grandma was the person that showed me, like you don't depend on anybody, you don't depend on anything. You go out and get it. You a strong man. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you every step of the way. And that really kind of like propelled me to be like, and do it for me. I got to do it by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that really kind of, helped me really become the man I am today, man. It was my grandmother, man. That was my, that was my heart right there, man. For sure. That was my heart for sure, man. For sure. Great points, fellas. Great points, man. God, hey, I got me over here. I start wiping tears away, man. Um, are your dreams in alignment with who you are as a person? It could be male or female, and if they are, how important is it to accomplish your dream? Oh, Ty.
Um, for me, I believe it's very important, man. For me, I mean, and I think it's definitely in alignment with, with who I am as a person. I think everything I do now to this day, what I stand on, what I believe in, how I push everything, everybody around me is aligned with who I am, man. It's aligned with how I do things, and my ultimate dream is to be a change and be a legacy, be a legacy and be legendary in this world. I mean that right now. I mean I done a lot when it came to just the kids, but I want to be a legacy not only in my pockets, but going out as one of the best to ever do it as as an influencer, as a motivator, as a a husband, a father. Just being the best that I can be, and having that legacy to live on throughout generation after generation. And how they look back at Martin Luther King, or just how they have a statue. If you ever have that statue of, dang, boy, Tap was that man. Tap was that. He was the Kobe. He was the Jordan. He was the LeBron of life. You know what I'm saying? He found ways to to get people out of situations. He was the one who he had the money. He went back and saved people. He did whatever it is, like the Harriet Tubman, my boy. But
Right.
I think right now God is aligning my life right now how it should be. And I think right now I'm just walking in that purpose, man, doing whatever I got to do. And every step I make is strategic now. It's more so it has to align with what I got going on with my morals and how my life is moving. It has to align some type of way. So like I said, I'm going to get to that point. Like I said, and every day we drop a podcast, and I think this podcast is going to be real big, man. It's going to be real big because we're doing things that no one is doing, and we're putting a message out that people need to hear, man. That just giving people the game, giving people the gossip, giving them what they need, to keep going with their life and keep moving forward in life. So I think we're doing that a part of then getting to where we got to go. So
100%. Amen. Amen, my brother JB. What you got, man? What you got, JB?
I'm gonna say yes and no because I'm still trying to find my purpose in life after
That's
failing
real. That's
after
real.
after failing your dreams. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily failing. I'll say them failures really teach you how to go about life because you don't fail if you ain't learning in your failure in your failure, then that's when you really fail. But if you if you fail, learn and still gain off what you failed on, so you can be a better person, be a better man, be a better woman in life. Then I feel like you didn't really fail in life. So that's basically what I got. Like, I'm still
So
trying to find my purpose in life.
I got a question for you though. I got a question for you though.
What's
So
up?
when it comes to what you just said, if you don't feel in life, you don't learn from it. So in life they give you test after test. So how would you know if you ever pass the test in your life? If okay, I'm giving an example. So say you live in life and you smoke, and the job you want is like, okay, it's no drug test. I mean, it's a drug test, but it's like it's real good money. It's good requirement. All this it's high tech requirements. But in your life, you want to get to where you want to go at, but you still consistently smoke. So how would you know when you've learned that lesson? As far as your life, like how you just spoke on.
Well, I could tell you to you up front. Like, you know me, I used to be a heavy smoker. I used to smoke every day, and now I barely smoke. I only smoke when probably hanging out with friends, or just a good time. But you you like, you putting down the weed or putting down the smoke, to better yourself. That's how you know you 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 pass that level of life, because it's like, all right, if I can stop doing this for this amount of time, then I can get to where I want to be. Then I can do something else. I can do bigger. I can say you got to do it for 5 weeks. You got to stop smoking for 5 weeks. You stop smoking for 5 weeks. You turn that 5 weeks to a month. Turn that month to a year. Now you feel like, okay, I can do that. In your head, you feel like you can do anything in life, just because you start really doing your main thing that you've been doing since however how long. But that's how I feel like you feel like that's how I feel like you'll pass that test, by just taking baby steps.
But most times you would say you pretty much people know when I'm gonna say they know when they're getting tested, but they know that there's something wrong in that process,
Yeah.
but they continue to just keep going through that same route over and over and over because it's like an addiction. It's like it's hard to break, even though
Yeah.
if I do this, life's gonna change for me.
Mhm.
What do we call that though? Cool.
As far as what?
As far as like a person knowing that this right here, if I take these steps, my life can change. But I'm gonna keep on having to get retested, failure
Insanity.
after failure,
Insanity.
insanity.
You keep doing thing expecting different results.
Mm,
That's insanity. You're insane.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever going to change but the day, your
Yeah.
age, because you're just
Yeah.
gonna get older and older, and time is gonna keep passing you by.
What they
But
say, same shit, different toilet.
different toilet. But you feel like, man, I got it. Like you say, for weed, man, I gotta get high. I gotta get high. Yeah, you gotta get high. Life gonna pass you by,
Mhm.
and you're gonna be high and getting passed by. Damn, boy, I ain't know you don't do it such and such. Yeah, but you was off the eighth. You was off. 0.5,
not
and
not
I'm
the A.
gone. I'm gone now, bro. So that's how I be. That's really how I be.
yeah,
And
even when you get to that point, you know what I'm saying. You it's like okay, even when you probably do a year or so without smoking, whatever it is, and that opportunity comes or it comes again, you don't even feel the urge to do it no more because you're like, man, I know what I'm doing good without this. And I
Yeah.
think
my
that's how you know when you pass that test. Like, hey, I ain't even
life is
I'm good.
upgraded. Life
No,
Yeah,
upgraded.
for real though.
What am I downgrade for if life don't upgrade it?
For real though.
bro,
That's
you
that's
said
that's
something,
that's
bro.
how I feel though. That's how I feel. Like, once I put down that weed, and I just started to tune into me, I was like, man, I don't even need that stuff no more. Like, if I want it, I can get it. Weed's everywhere. You can find weed anywhere nowadays. So it's not hard to get, but it's like, dang, look where I'm
I'm
at
living.
now. Like, yeah, I'm here. I don't start to, I've been talking about the pod. I've been talking about starting the podcast. Didn't want to do it. Put down the weed, started the podcast. Put down the weed, got a better job. Like, everything is
Life upgrading,
is yeah,
going up,
everything is playing its part. So it's like
going up.
I don't like at this point I don't even want the weed no more.
It's going up.
What?
It's
For
going
real.
up for sure. I mean, y'all really just flowing into, you know, y'all just flowing into the whole show, man. But I'm gonna answer mine, and then we can wrap on up. I'm gonna say my dreams align with me because, like I said just a couple questions ago, I I love where I'm at in life and being able to be in my kids' life and being able to be a great man to my fiance. You know what I'm saying? Because it's those things is like it helps me see that picture so clear. You know, it helps me understand who I am and where I come from and how and where I can go. But the
Mm,
second I deviate from that, my vision gets clear, my gets foggy. You know what I'm saying? I start getting myself off my pivot because I'm not keeping the main thing the main thing.
right.
You know, I go out, I keep God first, I keep my family second, you know what I'm saying? And it's like what they say, life has been life, and man, you know, like
Huh?
everything has been
What?
sensational, bro. When I say life is really going up, bro, life is really going up, bro. Like I be telling y'all in the chat, me and wifey looking at moving to Texas, and when I say, bro, it's like everything has just been coming in abundance. It's like, okay, well, credit score been going up, bank account been going up, move been going up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what more, it's like I'm living the dream right now, it's just like everything has just been unfolded right in front of our eyes, and it's just like, man, like as long as you keep the main thing, bro, it's just like you are able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And
Hmm.
it's just like you keep God first, you know, you keep your family and your dreams right behind God, man. You make sure that He's the center of your household, the center of your life, man. Things happen, man, quick, so fast, and right before your eyes. It's like I prayed for this last night, and it's here
Yeah,
right now, man. It's like
yeah,
it's like that,
yeah.
man. So that's my
Gotta be
spirit,
ready.
man.
Gotta
Got
be
to be
ready.
ready, and always don't ever forget. Just because you prayed for something and you got it, that doesn't mean stop praying.
Yeah, yeah. Facts.
If you pray for it, make sure you pray to maintain it
Hmm.
because
Cause just how quick you got it,
it,
you can lose
you
it.
can lose it just that quick, man.
Yeah,
Just that
yeah,
quick. Just that
yeah.
quick, man. We rolling, man. We've been rolling, and we're gonna bring it down to this one right here, man. Bring it down to this one right here. As a man or as a woman, how do you smile or express your feelings when you're told showing emotion makes you weak? And how do you continue to keep faith when it feels like your world is falling apart? JB, let's take it home. Let's bring it home, man.
I mean, I feel like as a man, I'm just speaking on the man. I'm not speaking on the women. But as a man, I feel like it's hard to express your feelings and express your emotions when growing up in our generation, in our era. We was told cry, not to show no emotion, not to show no feelings, because that shows that you're soft. So now that we're in a different area, not area, but different era and different generation, it's like these women want us to these women these women want us to express ourselves, but we don't know how to. We wasn't taught how to. So that's is really big that we start understanding ourselves and how to express ourselves and express our emotion towards women and towards other people as well. And
Okay.
I just feel like you just gotta keep praying and keep talking to God.
Okay. Hey, if you don't know who wants to
Yeah,
call God.
yeah.
Tap, what you got for me, baby?
Hey man, honestly, dog, I'm still working on showing emotion and being vulnerable on certain situations. And I'll be the first to say, like I said, you were raised on, men are tough, men don't
The
show
Bible.
emotion, men
Yeah.
men do this, men do that.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
ain't no man if you don't do that. If you do
yeah.
that, what I'm saying? It's like I won't say that's backwards teaching, but it doesn't properly prepare you for the world. It gets you tough. It gets you that grit you need to kind of endure certain things, but it don't properly get you prepared for the world, man. It makes you feel like, okay, well, when I meet people, I got to show them I'm a thug or I'm angry. And
Mhm.
in this world, you're lost because in this world, it's about who you know,
Yeah.
connections, speaking to people. And throughout your whole life, you've been taught that men don't speak, or men, we ain't friendly. You know what I'm saying? We don't do all that. And now life is teaching you you got to be friendly in order to network. You got to be friendly in order to get to where you want to go at. You got to know people. You got to reach out to people. You got to learn how to have a business meeting. When I was trained my whole life to not even speak to nobody with if I don't know you, don't speak to you, don't have nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
it's a constant thing I'm trying to deal with, just getting out of that comfort zone of, just, and I think this podcast has been helping me learn how to speak more and speak more. Because, I have to talk more. I have to, make more phone calls. Before I was on this, was on this podcast, I don't call nobody. But now I don't mind calling people. I don't mind, talking, just starting a conversation because it's helping me be better as a man, as a parent, as anything. It's kind of helping me to understand who I am. And I think I said to this day, I'm still battling that battle of, understanding, how to show emotion. I even went to a therapist, just trying to figure out, because it's like when we don't have nowhere or no outlet to show our emotions at, we bundle it all up, and now we walk around angry, walk around, with a sense of, just resentment for everybody. Like, okay, like everybody did something to you. Like, nah, you have to understand, man. Don't be afraid to show emotion. And I'm not saying cry in front of the whole million people, but nah, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. When you have a lady, don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to,
Yeah.
if you want your lady to stay in your life, don't be afraid to get to that point where you understand vulnerability. You understand how to be gentle, how to, it's certain things you have to learn because that's what life, you know, demands of you. When you have kids, you have to learn how to not always be so hard and so you have to understand how to, okay, like yesterday at track meet, my son got stepped on by a track spike. I could have been any type of dad and like, you know what? Hey, go out there and run. I don't care. End of the day, bro, that's not me, bro. I show compassion because I understand he is in pain. He's a 5-year-old. He's in pain. So in the day, I gotta go and make sure he's okay first.
Yeah.
And as a father, you have to learn how, just how to have that different side of you. I say so. Just me working on it constantly, trying to understand how to filter in and filter out throughout my emotions and not be a super soft in the world, but also be a man, stand on being a man, but also have those those soft sides me for people around me or just people in general. So yeah, man.
Okay,
So
for
so
sure.
tap. So as a, I mean, this goes for you too, cool. But more towards tap because he got boys. You got straight girls, don't you, cool?
I got two girls and a boy. Yeah,
Okay, so is this so this question for both of y'all. So as a man, do y'all like show or express to y'all boys that it's okay to be emotional, it's okay to cry, it's okay to feel the way you feeling with showing emotion?
Uh,
I'm
go ahead,
I'm
go
a,
ahead,
I'm
cool.
gonna be honest with you, bro.
Or is it get tough,
If it wasn't
stop crying?
if it wasn't for my woman, bro, I'd be catching myself a lot. Sometimes he'd be crying. I'd be like, bro, what you crying for? Like, you all
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Sometimes I don't be taking the time to actually like ask him like, hey, what's wrong?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that comes from me still breaking, from
Breaking
breaking
barriers.
breaking barriers from what was instilled in me growing up.
Hmm. Yeah,
But when it comes time for my daughters, I'm like, yo, what's wrong? What you crying for? What hurt?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's like I take a different approach with my son because it's like I'm still learning how to have compassion and how to have that open brain and to realize that it doesn't matter boy or girl. When it comes to the
Human.
kids, they kids. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you have to
yeah,
ask these questions so they can tell you, so they can let you know, Daddy, I'm hurt. My leg, or I hurt my finger running through the house. I clipped my toe on the door
yeah.
running. You know what I'm saying? So
Or
I think it's
just
very
I'm having a
important.
bad day.
I'm having a bad, I'm daddy. I'm
Nah,
just having a bad day. I'm frustrated right now.
Yeah,
that's real because with my boys, I have that tough side. I have that tough. Like I said, I'm also I'm understanding. I said I listen to you. And when my son is crying, I'm like, it's okay to cry, bro. When you cry, let's get the work done.
Right.
Yeah.
And let them know, okay, you can go through your emotions, get through all what you got to get through. But at the end of the day, the work has still has to get done.
Right.
You
Right.
got to run this track meet, so you can cry right now. The track meet still got to get ran.
Right.
Yeah.
So no
Yeah.
matter what it is, I mean, go through your emotions. Go ahead, be sensitive. Go ahead and cry. But it's definitely moments you need to be firm. And you stand on what you stand on. But in the day, like, and what I also try to make sure, like what Cool was speaking on, like, you don't want to always be so angry and so shut offish to the point where they will shut down and they will never talk to you.
That's
They
a
would
Yeah.
never
fact.
tell you when somebody's bothering you. They never tell you when they're getting bullied in school because their dad
That's a
is
fact.
always so aggressive. I want to
Mhm.
keep that connection open for my kids to talk to me. Hey, dad, this dude just tried me in school, or what I'm saying, just anything, or somebody just touched my butt. Small stuff like that. What I'm saying, anything. But
Mhm.
they feel like you're always so aggressive, you're always so angry. I'm not telling my dad that. Oh no, nah.
Yeah.
And you can shut off that communication. So I want to make sure I continue that him understand. Okay, dad, no matter what, dad understands, and dad is here for you. So I'm going to show you the tough side, but I'm going to also show you that I love you and I'm vulnerable enough. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact. Hey, and then the last thing I want to say is I'm actually, now this is real life. I'm actually still trying to, catch back up to my 6 year old because when I had my first daughter, I was still in that tough guy, like
yeah,
not crying, not showing no emotions. When you hurt yourself, like you stop crying, whatever, whatever. And I'm realizing now that it's very important that you show, that you affectionate with them, that you care about. They hurt themselves. If they, hey, what's wrong? Ask, tell daddy what's wrong, what you hurt, how you feel. Because now it's like my oldest don't tell me nothing. She tell my lady everything, and then my lady come back and tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they have that relationship. Like she knows she can go to her stepmom and tell her anything, bro. Whatever it is, if it's at school, I'm finding out stuff that's happening with my baby at school through my
right.
woman.
Yeah.
And it's like it's important, that you always try to have that open line of communication because they only gonna get older,
Mhm.
and then it comes with boyfriends or girlfriends
Yeah,
or life decisions, things like that. You want to be able to give them that advice so they don't end up going down the same road that you went. You want to protect them as much as possible, whether things hurting them mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, whatever it is. You want them to be able to open that door, pick up that phone, and call, say, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, such as X, Y, and Z."
I
You
agree.
know, so that's my
That's
Facts.
last
real.
spill on it. That's
That's
my
real.
last
Boy.
Facts.
spill, man.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
That's my last spill. You got anything left? Tap,
Nah,
JB, got anything?
Nah, man. Just
you
just
get
keep
you get
praying, keep
messages now,
grinding.
boy.
Yeah. Yeah. You spoke some real gems, but yeah, man. Just keep praying, keep grinding, keep your faith. Everything gonna work out. You going through whatever man have met. So don't think that you the only one going through it, or don't think that you the only one that's been in this position and you ain't gonna make it out. A lot of people made it out your position. So just keep the faith, man. Just keep the faith.
I got one cool. I got one. Hey man. So what I gotta say is you are your dream smiles. So
Mm,
and you can get caught up in you want to buy moms and dad a house or make sure your family's straight, your kids straight, but you are the ultimate dream smile. How you move, how you appreciate yourself, how you love yourself, how you operate. You know, you are the way of how you want to go.
mm.
So what I'm saying, you understand what you want, you understand what you need, you understand if this goes wrong, love on myself enough to keep pushing to something else. Trust in God, keep your faith going, man. And like I say, man, you are your dream smile.
Facts.
With
Facts.
that said, it's your boy Cool. Got my boy Tap. Got my boy JB. We are Up the Scope Podcast. We
Up
thank
the
y'all for
scope, baby.
listening with us. If you haven't already, tap that with us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts, along with Twitter. Please, please, please like, share, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all the feedback, all the love that you guys have given us. And with that, we are Up the Score Podcast. Man, y'all have a blessed one.
Yo.
Yo.